I saw you were here, so I thought I'd pop in.
Alright, that should be good. Alright. Well, this is different, but hi everyone, welcome to Cafe Autumn, where we don't care who you are as long as you're not a cunt. Today we're going to be looking at a game that I've been wanting to look at for a bit, Metaphor ReFantazio. All I know about this game is apparently a king's dead, and we play as a character who's going to become king, and this game has no romance in it, and Persona fans are absolutely mauling over it. So yeah, this is going to be a good game.
I'm guessing I don't need to have any knowledge to watch this.
I like genuinely. This is like you're about to go in as blind as I am going to go in with this.
Alright, then that's great.
All
I
I
don't need to know what's
know
going
from
on.
reception is that the director of Persona 3 through 5 left making Persona to do this. There are people from Neon Genesis Evangelion and Nier Automata that worked on this game, and Yoko Taro, the creator of Nier, had said this game was really fucking good. So,
Oh.
yeah, and the animations from the trailer look like they were done by Studio Ufotable. You know, the people that made the Fate animes and Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
So I got no idea what this is gonna be like, but they released a Prologue demo. It was like 50 gigs or so.
Oh,
Yeah,
for a
so
demo.
for a demo, yeah. Like that it seems pretty big for a demo. So I'm thinking like the last time I played a demo regarding that was going to be incredibly long was Marco and the Galaxy Dragon, and that was like an hour and a half long for a demo. So I'm thinking, how long is this going to be? I wonder. So I don't know. I do want to get into
I
it
mean,
though,
it's.
because I have been wondering just how bad the people who love Persona are making it out to be.
I mean, anyone will try to defend a creation if they truly,
Yeah.
truly love
Oh
a
my god. Like
franchise.
I need to pull up the comments because I want to see how well these age. I legitimately want to see how well these age. Let's see here. So, one of the first comments I got is from 5 hours ago. It's not a deal breaker, but it sucks not to have the game. Is literally about a guy. It's literally about a guy claiming his throne and having a canon romance would have been great. What if King doesn't have a queen? This one isn't too terrible, because it literally just says like, yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna play. I mean, it's not really a deal breaker, but I just wish it had it. Which, like I got a number of comments, and I've seen a number of comments of people going like, man. What king doesn't have a queen? You know, behind every great king, there's a great queen and everything. I'm just thinking, like, why can't a king marry another king?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I mean, I don't feel like every story should fall into, like, stereotypes of what everyone is used to, or else it kind of makes it boring. Like, the
Yeah,
whole
that,
point of stereotypes is it's like, oh, yeah, I know that. If not, it's just, that's boring.
yeah,
You've
like,
seen the same thing 100
when you do
times.
the same damn thing over and over again, one, it's the definition of insanity, and two, you are
Mm-hmm.
curbing creativity.
Mm.
Oh, this one's a big one. A few things I think we got wrong. First is the fact that the story becomes less serious because of its inclusion. They are not mutually exclusive things, that being political fantasy and romance. In fact, romance is one of the proven concepts that work to make a story feel important. Why do you think all the hate it gets... Why do you... God, these people can't spell. Sorry. Why do you think,
It's
despite
fun.
all the hate damsel in distress gets, there's such a common occurrence? To, I'm not even moving the fuck on. And second, why would political fantasy be dead set on being a dating sim? Well, because political settings are built on family relationships. And in case you've forgotten, political alliances built on marriages are one of the most common things that happened in history, as well as creating a lineage for a royal family. Hell, not having a new ruler because the previous one did not have descendants is also a key story trope for political medieval stories. Which at the same time, romance, yeah, it can make a story feel important when the focus on it feels necessary and or wanted. as opposed to it feeling like it's being mandatory. That's why I hate when stories go like, oh man, we're a political sci-fi adventure drama murder mystery, but we also have romance on board. It's just like, is it necessary to do this? Is it really necessary for this? You're already working so much. I don't feel like it's necessary.
Some can pull it off, most don't pull it off that well, or it kind of feels redundant after a while.
And also, again, this is coming from people who are fans of Atlas. Like, the romance people think when it comes to a game published by Atlas is more focused on being a dating sim. Because the entire focus around romance since 3 has been silent protagonists, bunch of girls fawn over them. That's kinda it. When a story, such as a political fantasy, right, by all accounts can function just fine enough without it, because of the world you built and the characters you set up and the context you've made, romance doesn't need to be in a story in order for it to be good. Like, there are political marriages and family relationships. In and of itself, that can be just its own story. Like, anybody who, if you're interested in that alone, go watch Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts. It's literally just about a king, like, marrying a queen, a king marrying a girl who is a sacrifice and making her queen. That's that whole story. It's like, honestly, like, some political stories focused around that matter, just around romance. Like, I'd say, like, Shield Hero and some other fantasy and isekai stories. It's usually just a minor event, with the characters involved already having, like, a kid at the end of the story. But even then, like, after so much time dedicated to seeing characters fall in love, stories that focus on that, stories that focus on characters falling in love, that's mainly just because that's what the story was focused on. There are some stories that do try to balance it, like I know Akatsuki no Yona does it, but that's focused on a girl with a harem who's also trying to become a big leader. But the harem is also very, like, it's secondary and non-essential, because you take away the whole thing of her having a harem of guys, you still have a story around a girl who had to deal with being off of, like, the lineage and being abandoned and growing up to essentially become this strong, independent leader. Like, you can add romance in a story, but unless it's capable of being woven into the story as is without feeling distracting or padding for time or just pointless, in my eyes, it's just going to be a problem than anything. And then there's my favorite one. Not all games need romance, but for a game where the entire plot is about you, the protagonist trying to become king during a revolution of sorts, where said revolution was caused due to the chaos caused over the current king dying without an heir. Not having a romance, even if it is shallow, makes no sense whatsoever. A king needs a queen and or concubines to create heirs, otherwise you would just be making the same mistake the last king made and the cycle will create anew. It is literal stupidity. First off, you're not asking for romance, you're asking for sex. Those are two different things. Like, the whole thing with romance and relationships is the whole point of relationships and romance should ultimately be, like, in dealing with the trials and tribulations of life as a couple, not someone you meet Friday night to fuck.
Yeah.
And also, it's a political fantasy. Laws of the real world, particularly medieval Europe, since that's what a lot of fantasy stories focus on nowadays, like, that doesn't have to apply. Like, that particular person went off trying to defend it and justify it and everything. Like, fucking, like, I mean, like, I brought up the whole thing about how political assassinations are absolutely a thing, and even if someone were to have, like, an heir or a queen, an assassin could just take all of them out. And then what? What then you have? And then they went off about, well, I mean, someone who's trained to become a king could absolutely be able to detect, like, an assassin a mile away, and it would just be the equivalent of flying skill. Okay, you are absolutely headcanoning. And second, what do you think an assassin's only method is just full frontal assault or backstabbing? No. Literally, play Hitman. Hitman gives you a vast majority of different methods to assassinate people. Like,
yeah,
Look, just because, and they were going off about, well, I mean, if you actually take a look at the RPG scene, a lot more people actually like games with romance in it as opposed to those that aren't. I mean, Nier Automata, Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy, really? Like, those don't really have dating sim aspects or what Persona does, but it happens. Hell, Yakuza is a full-on RPG. And it's like, just
Mm-hmm.
because people in the RPG prefer romance in their games doesn't automatically mean the people making it are always going to abide by that. Like, if they don't think the game is right with it, they don't think the game is right with it. If people genuinely care about seeing characters end up together, that's what fan fiction's for. That's what hentai is for. That's what Rule 34 is for. Like, leave that to the fans who just want to see two characters bumping uglies, alright? Leave that to those people. And especially, and again, like I brought this up, Yoko Taro coming out in an interview saying that this game is fucking good. You are going to have people who are fans of his work, particularly Nier and Drakensberg. You're going to have them check this game out, and most likely you're going to bring in an audience of people who are into those games liking this game. And then they brought it up. It was just like, well, I mean, games like Devil May Cry or Final Fantasy seem to be a bit closer to the feeling of like metaphor where feel weird with romance. Well, first off, I mean, I did bring it up, but also Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy do have romance, just not in the way they want. Devil May Cry 4, it had a relationship with the main character. Like Devil May Cry 5, it also stated that that relationship in 4. Turns out that woman's a stay-at-home wife now. Like, there's a genuine romance that goes on just in the background. And then there's Final Fantasy, which... Play 9. That's my answer to that. And it's just like, they kept going back to the whole thing around... Like, if they wanted to... A game different to Persona, don't make a copy and paste with some style differences. And it's just like, dude... Persona wasn't the first game to do a aspect like this where you had a social life, even as an RPG. It never had that to begin with. 1 and 2 never had those systems, and they were fine enough stories without the need of them. Like the social aspects of that game, of a game where it's like, instead of devoting it more to a social life, instead you're using it to become king, and it culminates together in the end, essentially, where all your efforts get paid off. That's more interesting usage of a system that you used previously instead of being what Persona does. I tried to say this where it's just like, I tried to say, look, you could just say you like the aspects in Persona 3, 4, and 5 because they include romantic routes if you want, but just because Metaphor ReFantazio goes down a different direction, it doesn't make it a bad choice, it just makes it different. And the last time they said anything regarding it was basically just, well, Persona 1 and 2 are wholly different games to Persona 3 games. Just like, no, they're not. They're not. They really aren't. Like, gameplay-wise, sure, but overall, it's just the same damn shit. It's like they were just stuck in their own head about, oh man, like, Metaphor ReFantazio is not gonna... It's just stupid to not include romance. It's like... So, with all those migraines out of the way, let's see just how terrible this game actually is.
Like, I mostly just go into games blind just because of that.
Yeah, like, I didn't even know the whole thing about the King story. Like, that's how blind I was going into this. And then people just had to bring it up as a... actually point. Just like, dude, shut the fuck up and wait till the game comes out. Like,
Yeah.
Or just don't even bother playing it. Go back to Persona. It doesn't, let me reiterate. It doesn't delist Persona 5. It doesn't delist Persona 3 Reload. It doesn't delist Persona 4 Golden off of stores to be bought. If you want to play the games, go fucking play them. If you want to gush about them, gush about them. But don't come in here to someone who's trying to enjoy this game and go, well, this is shit because it doesn't have dating sims and social sims and it's copying what Persona does. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you shouldn't ruin someone else's fun just because they found the game enjoying.
Yeah. Let's check this out. Okay. I actually don't know who's gonna be voicing who characters. I am so like in the dark about this game.
Network connection. That's a bit interesting.
Game has an autosave feature. Do not. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! We're playing it before the actual date. Dear God, oh God, like maybe I should really like turn this off. It's not like Steam put this available for free to play. I wonder how good the volume is. I would know if they wants to give me a volume cue. Studio Zero. So this is the new studio, led by the person who directed Persona 3 through 5.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Does it sound good?
Yeah, it sounds fine. A little quiet.
A little quiet?
But, I mean, that could just be me. Oh, wait. Maybe a little
Dreamt
louder.
of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
I think it's fine.
Sounds fine.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal
The balloons upon the
magic?
prince's grave, so I'm guessing that the prince was also killed. Huh. So that means he did have a
In
son.
dark times, we must stand
Ah!
together.
How about that?
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close.
I just need the Halcyon ultimacy. It truly is an auspicious tragedy. Who would poison our afternoon brandy? What bittersweet fortune that I was somehow spared.
What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis. A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war.
Okay, there, Starscream.
One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Fucking cut to Legend of Korra.
No.
Legend of Korra just as a child. I'm the new king, and you gotta deal with it.
Here begins the demo prologue of Metaphor ReFantazio. What we have to offer you is but a taste of the story from its beginning. But through it, your experience will mirror the full version. Should you wish it, you may carry over your save data to the full version. We thank you for expressing your curiosity about our tale of fantasy.
Okay. Oh, that is beautiful.
Who's there?
I also like the user interface. It feels very Renaissance-esque, like Leonardo da Vinci drawing like.
Yeah, I like the pastels.
Whoever
Yeah.
you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Oh. Ooh, you actually get 10 characters instead of 8. Now that's a big improvement.
Give me the year. 10 out of 10.
Just like the amount of characters you can tell me.
Oh, fuck it.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours.
It's actually a regional dialect, like from Utica. Huh. Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard a name like that. Oh, it's not. It's not. It's a regional upstate one. I see.
It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question.
Now what now? What?
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 What? What? Please check the connection.
I asked one question. We're gonna stop you right there, buddy. Alright, we're back.
Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
That's actually a pretty loaded question. Because, I mean, like, because fantasy, here's the thing, fantasy is a very abstract concept, because literally, fantasy can just tie to anything that's not realistic. But if you look at the sort of archive of fantasy stories, a lot of time it is rooted in sort of this circle of unimagination in a lot of ways.
But, to be fair, imagination is what can be expanded on just from the other person, so...
Yeah. I would probably say that's right.
That's just really hard.
But that is... It's an interesting question, honestly. I wasn't expecting this. But I will probably... Well, since it's saying, is it limited to the confines? I'm just gonna say not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is.
Well, that's not always the case, because, you know, different fantasy is a different... varies from a different story. I mean, you could say that, like, Danganronpa is a fantasy, and that's a fantasy born around both hope and despair.
Then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come. And thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Okay. Regicide? What the fuck? Oh, that's kick-ass! What? Just...
Now that's a legend difficulty.
Just storyteller. Easy. Normal. Hard. Regicide? Shit, that's good. Can I pick it? Ooh, okay, so it's not available in the demo.
When you pick up the game finally. Alright.
Hey, Star. We're watching this for the first time and seeing if all of the hatred Persona fans have for this game is any true. So far, none whatsoever. Big surprise. You know what? Because it's the demo, I'm gonna try normal. I would absolutely go for Regicide if I could.
Just for the meme.
What about Regicide Blaster? Doomsday Crush, Anarchy Barrage, Taco Tuesday.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Oh, so we already got the mascot
The
character.
king is dead. Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them. Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories. To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
Honestly, the fact of, like, just two characters alone having, like, pointed ears or different body proportions is just, like... Oh, we already got characters with horns. Like, this is really going for a fantasy world. I like it.
We're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
Like Persona X D&D. Or SMT and D&D.
How did they get one of those?
So a magic wand, and it's somewhat of a rare item, if not an item that may be taboo.
Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is.
Oh?
No horns, no knife ears. Filthy gremlin like you.
So those more akin to a human appearance are actually discriminated against. That's interesting.
What's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
So it's the inverse of a lot of fantasy stories in a lot of ways.
Hold it!
Oh!
Oh, damn.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line. Let's want to get stuck like us.
God damn!
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy!
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Uh-oh.
I like this lady, or gentleman, I don't discriminate. Oh, goddamn, that is a broken back. Yo, holy shit, he did!
Ugh, this place already feels like a
Gallica.
death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
What mission?
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
What mission? What mission?
I know that voice. I'm thinking Zach Aguilar?
What mission?
Maybe. It sounds like the same guy who played David Martinez in Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Come on, this is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
But he talks but this is a protagonist that talks. Okay. Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt, though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. So, movement keys to move, R2 dash. Dimensions. Here we go. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh. Is this an action RPG?
Yeah, that's the one thing I heard about, and I was just like, this. Oh god, it's a xenomorph.
Oh.
Especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they noticed this yet, though. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as an unknown. Prepare specific.
Okay.
Is that a magic horn into the distance?
I don't know.
Oh, I think they see us.
It just wants me to run.
Huh. But run where?
It looks like a chimera.
Oh, Chimera.
Like lion, goat, and I guess the tail. The tail looks scorpion-like.
Yeah.
Look.
Whoa, that looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide
Easy.
the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
I also want to look up the cast list.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all.
Wait, hold on. I saw that. It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. Her special power is headphones.
Oh no.
My kind of game.
The most powerful character in the game.
Look. Over there. Let's go. Got a sec?
I do honestly, like, I don't know how long this demo is, but I do want to try and fight.
I mean, it's 50 gigabytes. I feel like they would.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, that's what happened. Okay, I was expecting like some animation crash, but no.
Against fear. Rise.
Well, I guess you really are weak right now.
Damn.
Got a sec?
Let's try that again.
You really want to do that again?
I don't like this. If it's useful, I say grab it.
No, that's a bad idea.
Oh, that.
You can't get
Okay.
hit more than twice
Okay.
right now.
I see. I tried it.
Will your tale end here?
I'm guessing if you played on Regicide mode, it would have, like, said, hey, if you lose here, you gotta go all the way back.
Hey, you found something.
Because I remember in the Yakuza games, if you played on the highest difficulty, and you died once, you gotta start it all again. Unless you saved, of course.
Oh, straight to an anime cutscene. The protagonist is played by Caleb Yen. Oh, that's the protagonist in Honkai Star Rail. I think.
Oh.
I'm like, I knew who that voice was.
Ucronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
God, it looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
May this faded
Like,
world be painted anew.
if you were to tell me, yeah, this was animated by Studio Ufotable, I would 100% believe it.
I'm just impressed by the amount of detail.
Yeah.
We haven't even got to the city yet.
Nope. Oh, well, I just looked over the cast list. This is a lot of people. I have no idea who the hell they are.
If you probably delve deep, you could probably figure them out.
Yeah, maybe some.
Oh, something of a modern era.
Get on with it now.
Oh, they got gallows.
Hang him dead. Please. I've done nothing wrong. Lying dog.
Shit, they're really going all out on this.
You trample the law for the fun of it.
I'm not gonna lie, this is like Code Geass level of racism.
For misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until death.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, kudos.
I was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you.
Oh no, dude. Dude, walk away. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, you ever read, Fisheye Placebo?
I haven't.
There is a scene where a bunch of starving children in China are, like, trying to beg a group of family in a car for money or food or something. And they got plenty, and they were just, like, about to give him... The dad's just like, no! Trust me on this. The moment you open the door, they're gonna hold us at gunpoint and rob us at everything. And then it just cuts to a shot of, like, one of the kids close up underneath, like, the tattered dress. They're holding a knife. Like,
Jesus.
It's one of those things where it's just like, oh god fucking damn it. Okay. But yeah, it is just one of those things where it's like, yeah, like, you know, helping people out is important and everything, but sometimes, you know, the world doesn't give a fuck about you, and it'll just leave you to die.
Yeah, it preys on those who wish to help. It preys on people's kindness. That's sometimes how it works.
From my perspective, you don't fear the people who are kind, you fear the people whose first option is to be kind. Because otherwise, yeah, they go to plan B and nobody's gonna like that.
You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Honestly, with the way and the tone and the context of this world, genuinely, I'm playing this more, I'm like, yeah, I'm honestly, like, I have no idea how romance would fucking work with this.
The king
and be legitimate and feel legitimately at home.
Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This
Oh my.
is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Oh, that was a flashback. I didn't even realize that. Wow. God damn, this art direction is really going for its basis.
Hey, are you listening? Oh, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only...
So there's an even bigger tie that he was friends with the prince.
You gotta go get enlisted,
Ooh.
so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us.
And from the sounds of it, like, the person who was under a curse was the prince that they were looking after. So, possibly there's a chance that, even if, like, things turn for the worse, the backup plan of if the prince gets saved and uncursed, well, there's that backup plan.
Step 1.
I really like this. I'm really liking where this is going.
Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need
Yeah,
for soldiers.
honestly. Oh, is this another flashback?
No, it's... I am loving this art. I am loving, like, these animations, this art direction, just, it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird, though. Like, I don't know why people are a little bit defensive about, like, having a romance system in a game like this. Like, just play it for what it is, and then, you know, you can say your nitpicks later.
Yeah, I think it comes up to that thing of, like, most likely somebody who was a fan of Persona probably just, like, went off and made a video saying, oh man, this game's not gonna have, like, romance in it, it's so bullshit, and insert reason for justification here, and everybody either parodied it, or most likely, like I was saying, there are people that just don't want to admit they like Persona and don't want to play this game or anything because it's going to be something, it dares to be something different other than Persona.
I guess that's
as if this wasn't Atlas's as if it wasn't Atlas's what, 5th or 7th try for something different than Persona. Like, Shin Megami Tensei exists, yeah, but there's also Yakuza, there's like Catherine, there is this.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what
Yeah, like, every game should try its own thing. It shouldn't just always be, like, the exact same formula.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, hey, sometimes a game just does not need certain features. Like, I don't want to play... Like, if... I don't really want to interrupt, so I'll just try to...
I can let you... I can let you... Like, no, go off. Feel free.
Okay, so the one thing that I just don't understand is it's kind of just like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Where people will criticize it for, like, how Mortal Kombat 1, for example.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate it for having the cameos in the game, which is understandable. It's a new little gimmick they're trying. But it's not really, like, the worst aspect of the game. It just takes a little bit of extra time to learn.
Yeah.
I understand some people don't like having a second character fighting alongside Homelander or Omni-Man or whatever. But it doesn't make the game bad.
Yeah.
It's just trying something new.
Yeah, it was the same for, like, Street Fighter and Tekken with simple controls as well. Where it's just, like, people were, like, really complaining about it. And it's just, like... it's the whole point of these companies doing this is so that they can get more people in the door and get more money, because there's new audiences abound for the new generations, and getting into a game like, say, old school Tekken and whatnot is just going to be way too complicated and way too time consuming for some people. Just being able to go in, test out the characters and go, oh man, this is really fucking cool, and then decide whether or not they want to learn it. It's just like that is kind of the aim now for a lot of the fighting games. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I fully agree with that. I just feel like if truly romance is like the only thing sometimes you're looking for, you might have a specific niche that you just should grind out until you feel like, I don't really like it as much. Because it's kind of, I think it's kind of how the Yakuza games go about it, where it's like, you see one minigame and it's like, dang, that was fun. I wish we had a full game of that. Sometimes it could work, or sometimes it goes on for way too long and it overstays its welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's like, in regards to romance, I have said this, and a number of my other friends have said this as well. If people really want to play a Persona-styled RPG with romance, go play Haven. Like, Haven does a significantly better job at romance than Persona ever did. Because, like, in Persona, the biggest thing around romance is that you build to the point where eventually they confess their feelings and then you're just star-crossed lovers. Whereas Haven, no. The entire game is based around a relationship getting stronger.
Yeah.
But anyway...
sorry.
No.
It's just other games exist. Yeah. Just... Except that's like, this is trying something different. It's trying to tell something that isn't Persona, because god dang it, not everything has to be Persona.
Not everything has to fucking be Persona! Oh,
it's one of the hardest things to get into a series for, because so many people will just say, well, I didn't like it just because it did X or Y, and it's like, didn't the series already do this? Well, yeah, but I just hate it because it's just new.
This happened with SMT5. It's Persona without the heart. This happened with Soul Hackers 2. This continues to happen with any fucking IP that's not fucking Persona or Yakuza that Atlus comes out with. People just disregard because it's not teenagers fucking... It's not teenagers fucking. But anyway,
it's just frustrating.
Yeah, let's just get back to seeing this as its own thing. Also, hi, tall, dark, and tan.
Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
Oh.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
How much?
How much is it?
You're not really going to fall for that, are you?
Hold on, let's hear her out. Maybe we can haggle.
You've really never heard of it. Wow.
I'll take it for only 200 bucks. Sir, this costs 7,000 minimum. Got it. 500. He doesn't know how to haggle.
It would be funny if it's like 10,000 base price. Well, I'm getting this at the steal.
Down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
How much are you charging it for? 20 euros.
Now he's dead. With no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
You didn't answer our question.
I asked, how much is it? And you went right by it. Don't sidestep the issue. I asked you, how much is it?
Wait. I think I got it. It costs as much as how much you value her story.
A word of caution, then.
How much is your life worth, Jack?
Is your own responsibility.
Oh my god.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though.
Turns around, just breaks the glass and takes it.
Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
That's my only little minor issue. Like, they just did not address that, but it's fine.
Let's head there.
Give it a full, I say. Who else could it be?
Oh, I love that, where it's just chat. It's just like, hi, psst, whispers.
Was
Jesus.
AFK, what did I miss? You missed tall, dark, and tanny mommy.
Leave it out, mate.
Yeah, that loading
Ooh.
screen, too.
Yeah.
I was hoping we blend in with the crowd and no... Damn it! Damn it! I was hoping we blend in with the... Ah, don't worry. It's a VOD in progress. You can go back and watch if you want. I was hoping we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. You don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. So I wonder if this game, like, its follower system, from what I've heard, is sort of like a karmic system, where the more reputation you get, the better things you do for people, the more, like, people look at you positively. I know I'm probably putting way too much expectation on this game, but dude, as soon as we got to this town, you were hanging up people by the gallows. Like, you're already impressing me. Keep impressing me. Yeah, this place definitely is really good. Really beautiful looking, though. I do like the the more muted colors and just like sort of the usage of a toned down green and yellows.
Yeah, not everything is super vibrant, but you can still tell out a lot of details.
It in its own way, it feels like like visually, it feels like a realistic fantasy.
I really like the sky.
Oh yeah. Do those clouds move? Well, some of the clouds move. I just realized it reminds me of like the Tales of series in a lot of ways.
Mm.
I did notice that, like, pass by, like, just a bystander. And Elda, what's he doing here?
I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious.
Ooh. Now that's interesting.
So, in terms of RPGs, I'm thinking... conversation-wise, can we do, like, something like Fallout? Maybe that that might be a bit too much. Maybe Telltales.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore.
Damn.
Oh my god.
So, perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
I can't believe he's saying that to his recruiter.
Bro, my eggs did not come with sauce on this.
Insolent pup.
What the fuck is with that? What the fuck is the dude on the left? What the fuck is with his hair?
The healers have enough on their plates already.
Bro, I half expect you to go back. No, the healers have enough on their plates already.
Oh my god.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The
This here
army
looks like
could
a
always
meatball.
use more of those.
Fuck, I should have gotten with Meatwad now.
So, what brings you to enlist?
You could always play back the joke. And that's a bit
Next time he talks. I'm just so bored. Yeah, I would join the military because I'm bored. I need the money. I mean, that seems like a believable... I want to fight for a change. I'm assuming this is the one they want me to go with.
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no?
I mean, change could change that.
So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Oh.
I can take a lot of... Oh, that's... Wow.
Wow, they really give you a lot of options.
Yeah. It almost makes me believe their idea of lying will make you... The whole lying will have consequences thing be real.
Hmm.
I mean...
I would probably...
I have no idea what this is capable of, but from considering that we were just able to outrun a bunch of monsters through here, I'm just gonna say I'm small but quick.
Fair.
I'm small, but quick.
Yes, I could see that. Always the cowards who run the fastest, eh?
Wow.
Right, last
Fuck you,
order of
dude.
business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually little.
Oh, I get to enter it again? Maybe this time I should go with an alias. Fuck it.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment.
Cut back to
Already ahead of you.
Call back to an hour ago.
You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now.
Oh.
Next.
I didn't speak again.
Oh, no. Maybe next time they will speak. Now I'll have to bring out the voice. What a long line. Guess we got no choice but to wait our turn. Do I gotta wait? I guess I do. You're listening as well? The line starts behind me, if so. Or was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview? Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just like on the countryside of son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom. Foolish or not. I wonder if the calendar system actually has a purpose in this.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like,
Next. Another
Oh, I
command.
really like the dialogue.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. You don't look like the others.
Like, if you were to tell me that the director of Persona was like, you know what, I want to sort of do my own thing, and this is what he came up with, I'm like, you know what, maybe you were right to leave.
Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force.
Still wondering what the heck of an igniter would be.
It might have been the one we saw, like, at the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but I wonder, like, its real purpose. Because it seems like a lot of people have it, and if you use it incorrectly, you will be put to death.
And considering that a bunch of bandits have it, it might just be like... It might just be, like, government like, weaponry. So,
yeah.
like, the fact that a group of bandits have it, it makes me think maybe they probably, like, just had, like... They either robbed and killed someone who was military, or they had someone on the inside giving them goods.
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it?
Pulls out the sword. Yeah, keep talking shit.
You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rusant strength?
Yeah, keep talking to the guy who's got a giant-ass claymore right behind him.
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in.
Didn't mention it before, but I like how the protagonist has heterochromia.
Well, see you around.
Oh, like, one eye color is different than the other?
Yeah, although I don't really think IRL it's on that extreme where it's like one's blue and one's yellow, but yeah.
I think it's like very rare cases.
I think it's a rare case, and then even then, it's like so it's such like a slight detail that you can't really notice it much.
I still like it
These
though.
days, most come with
Eyes are
only
weird.
magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. So it's a choker?
Oh. Oh no!
Considering that, again, considering how harsh this game can get, I'm just thinking, does that have, like, a kill-all switch to it?
And take this too.
Let's hope not.
Protect it with your life.
Is this a Jonestown type deal?
Oh no.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details.
It's a real
Only the
map?
military could pull this together.
A real map and having it full of details, so meaning that that's a little bit of world building in and of itself, is that maps are rare to come by, and having it so detailed means that like people who are particularly in the government with weapons have something on this level.
Listen up, striplings. My name
So
is
most
Captain
likely,
Lee. And as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my
someone who would
command.
probably be useful in the military is a cartographer.
I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans...
I really like this guy.
The one thing you need to master if you're...
He's an asshole, but he's not over, like, exaggerated type of asshole.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
He's just like a militaristic asshole.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Although he's not on the level of the dude from Full Metal Jacket.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey, you awake?
Nope, I'm asleep.
Nope, I'm asleep.
Good
night.
Funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
Ooh.
That's just how it is. Honestly, both of these are fine. You could go for the sort of like... This feels sort of like an anime-esque reason where it's like, it never gets easier. And this feels more real, where it's just like, yeah, that's just... I've heard worse.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I've been on Live Leak.
I've been on Live Leak!
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that just came to mind when I was thinking of it.
I was like watching the Live Leak footage.
The prince was coming to take you in.
What's Live Leak? Well, I can't show you, but...
I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right?
Gallica seems to be really befitting of the Navi role.
Can it wait till tomorrow?
Come on. Just a little peek.
Is won't be getting asleep unless I show her.
Thanks.
Also, I can't believe it. They all sleep without their covers on. Like, damn, these people are true legends.
It's what you call a
True
fantasy
chats.
story, right? So it's a fancy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination.
Well, that is true fantasy.
Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world,
That's not...
there's no need for
Then that's not a world without discrimination. That's a gated community.
learning and labor.
Yeah, technically.
Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled, and in the laws of
So,
peace,
utopian
emotional
society, I would
satisfaction
think?
it reads. All lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
Deal with it.
Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
I don't know if you would want to be in a utopian society, though. Because, I mean, like, that's all based on if everything perfectly goes right all the time. And if one thing goes wrong...
Yeah. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down.
So what's the point of Gallica telling us this? We were gonna... If they were gonna showcase it in a cutscene anyway.
Someone needs to fix...
Listen, these are by the same people who made Persona, so this makes sense.
You know what? I apologize for my outburst.
Push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it.
Recite the same information for a few
I'm a
times.
prince, but I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it.
I do like that they try to give this protagonist some form of personality.
Trust me.
Oh.
Timmy, what did I tell you? Stay away from the Evil Dead tree.
I hope it's not contagious.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
Okay, so I think I know why they did it. It's because you got to a save point, so I think it's like another chapter it's like jumping to. Just
Maybe.
in case people like need some time.
Just in case you weren't paying attention. They anticipated, yeah, there are gonna be some people who hate our game. Let's just add it in again because they're gonna skip the dialogue anyway. Like, you motherfucker.
Do people actually do that?
I imagine there would be. I imagine there would be that one asshole who's just like, too much reading, bullshit, but boring. Oh, good, animated cutscene. Oh, God, it's just like, oh, man.
I don't like that. It's kind of like...
Northern border fort. One day remains.
Oh. Dang,
Wait, I just realized he's Snow White! So wait, that whole thing with me saying, hey, why isn't a king marry a king? That could be true!
This place here.
Hey, don't forget. Okay then.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
But that transition is really good.
I do like it.
Oh, for the day coinciding with the Prince and the Curse, that most likely might be this game's version of a deadline.
Soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance.
Oh.
That makes that, if that is true, that is so goddamn good.
Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood...
Alright, we get it. You got a lot of ranks.
Wait, have you pre-played this game?
No. Or have I?
I did not. Or wait, have I?
Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
Hard to explain.
It's hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was...
Hurry up and find those 7 dwarves!
He never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches.
She says hurry up and find those 7 dwarves. Remind me, what was your name again?
Listen to you. Babe with his first sword, thinking he knows better than a king.
Oh my god, this
Keep your
guy?
mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
I could just pick a fight with this dude, but honestly, he seems like a waste of time.
I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe. Well, Clamar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complete...
Catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got
I
around to an
actually kinda
introduction.
like that.
I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right?
He didn't say it. You didn't say it.
Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it.
Oh my god.
They have telekinesis. No, wait, I'm messing up.
Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, well...
Oh, right, you were talking.
Right, as for you, fresh meat...
Someone, help!
Oh.
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
Dear God, it's a Monty Python Black Knight up ahead. He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
Well, say what you will about him, he at least, publicly cares about his soldiers.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to our...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of his...
Didn't you sign me up because you thought I was a coward?
Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches.
Bro thinks he's the main character.
Let's go.
He does have a portrait.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
Yep, just over there.
I don't see it.
You did not. I'm not a bug, and I'm not an it. My name is Gallica, for your information.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
Just stay behind me and you'll be alright. I swear I won't let you die.
Could you swear like an hour ago or something, man? Could have used it back then.
I'm with you.
Oh, we're already getting allies.
I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay.
You didn't think you'd have to fight anyone?
Keep our guard up. And
When you joined the guard.
You can't fight in here! This is the war room!
Really?
Really?
Saying, that's
No
a
one?
bad plan.
Really? No one? I'm the only one.
Okay?
Oh, dang. That looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
I see.
Oh.
this is...
Mage fire. Oh, you can hear.
I am Bob.
Wait, hang on. Is it proximity? Yeah, it is proximity.
Damn, that's a subtle detail.
How many animated cutscenes we got in here?
Hmm.
There it is. That's a human.
What? That's a human?
Kegosa?
We have to help the survivors.
Timmy, what are you doing? I'm killing humans!
Damn it.
Hurry.
Gotta say, it is definitely strange seeing an Atlas game with a body count on this level.
This is bad.
Well, it stops my earlier question of wondering what rating this game was.
M for mature.
Yep.
Definitely dwarfs what Persona does by a long shot. Again, the opening did have stuff like hanging people at the gallows. I think it earned its rated M for mature. Alright, so let's fight. We don't stand a chance to get this thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight if we work out a plan together. Just group up and hit it until it dies!
Take care of it, please.
That's true. Fighting at any time, if you square attacks to stun enemies first, you'll start the battle with an advantage. Stay on the advantage continually by attacking with complete the enemy's burden.
Things will be fine.
Our usual tactics should work.
Let's do this.
Squad battle.
Oh.
So it goes to action RPG to turn-based.
Damn.
Oh wow! What is this UI? Oh my god!
That's pretty beautiful.
I won't hold back. The power of not done yet.
Still here?
Burn to ash.
Okay.
Let's keep this up.
That was the last of them.
All right!
Let's go through here.
Wait.
Can I sneak attack on him? This process is to get nasty. Yes, I can sneak attack. Manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen.
Okay.
Nice!
It looks like it shares a little bit of its DNA from Persona 5.
I mean, yeah.
Let's go.
Although to be fair, this type of system can definitely equate to a lot of JRPGs.
That is true. I just haven't played many as of recent, besides Like a Dragon.
They chose the wrong opponent.
Oh.
Okay. I feel stronger.
Ah, it's like Persona 1. Nice, we're going back to this type of RPG.
That was the last of them.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Look. All right. How's that? Okay.
Okay, so I can stun them, but then I gotta actually engage in the turn base. That's how that works. That's interesting.
Even easier than expected.
So
Cool.
that gives me option. That actually gives me options because if I don't have resources to manage, I could just stun them and get away. That's actually really cool.
We made short work of them.
Multiple depth.
Run.
Get away now. No. Is it ahead?
Hey. If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Huh.
Can't way past this. Oh, is it? So I gotta go back.
Oh, it's the door?
It's right here. Well, I found an item up there, so I got rewarded for exploring.
Hold on. You.
Just searching for something. You know what? I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and try to trust this guy.
I get it now.
Not as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason? Well, to tell you the truth.
What?
The human from earlier?
Was that?
Sunlight came from the top of that tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it there.
Hurry!
We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
That's not a bad voice. I like how it walks.
Oh, damn! Like, just attacking it 3 times engages that. That's actually really cool. I'm liking this system.
Let's go. Still up?
It seems quite detailed.
Yeah.
Dang, those Igniters are a bit overpowered.
Wish every fight was that easy.
No wonder why the bandits got him.
We made short work of them.
I heard barking.
Okay. Let's give this all we've got.
Stay calm, everyone.
Okay, so I tried to do the exact same thing and it only struck on that once, so it varies from enemy to enemy.
Hmm.
Even easier than expected.
There are still some foes around. Don't be afraid.
We won't lose this
We're
fight.
here to stop you.
Still, don't let your guard down.
Ah, so if you don't do a full stun, they don't actually get stunned. That's actually really interesting. So you gotta do as many times as it takes to stun them. So that's why every time I was hacking guys in the desert, they didn't flinch at all. That's interesting.
I think they didn't flinch because you weren't supposed to fight them yet.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like those most likely are monsters that I will have to come back to at a different time when I'm stronger.
Be careful.
Yeah.
There's more of them.
Oh,
damn. Oh. Looks like you're gonna have to manage. Oh, well, it looks pretty easy.
They're stunned. I'm fine. I'm fine. Also, the conclusion being this just a blood mist cloud. That's really nice.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So your teammate isn't getting any experience, but you are? Hmm.
Hold on, I want to see. I don't think I can edit my team. This is for the demo specifically, or there's a reason for the story. Also, I just got an enemy by knocking in some barrels, and it's just a tooth?
It's
a tooth!
It's a baby tooth!
Give that bitch a cavity!
Wish every fight was that easy, eh? That'll do it.
Ooh, and it gives you an item.
I have quite a bit of these saved up. Yeah, I can't even give him health or anything, so either he's an event-based character, or it's because of the demo. Roof is just up ahead. I want to have a moment. If I'm honest, I have my doubts there could be any survivors. Facing that monster together might not even save anyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's a noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be able to be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time?
Hey.
And you? You plan to forge ahead despite the risk? I take it you refuse to die until you found who is searching for. For some reason I can speak English, but I can't pronunciate. It's fucking logical.
Leave it to me.
There's no way I'm right for this now. Let's see.
I'm heading out.
Oh then, lend me your strength.
What do you think?
This feeling. I knew it. The human is there.
Oh, I see. Last chance to save.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it's like, it's a boss fight, that's why.
I can't. I can't actually save.
I mean, I think it's like preparation for a boss fight. Because that usually is what happens with those games. You ready? Of course. Hey.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible! I can't believe what I'm seeing!
It's a persona!
We have to hold it off somehow.
It's a Gundam! Oh, I know that SFX.
It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
The mission depends on our survival. Okay. I'll try and guard first.
Vile monster. You're mine! The power of fire!
Well that did jack.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch!
I kind of had a feeling something was gonna happen like this.
Yeah, it had a pretty big health bar.
I can take it.
Just guard. It hit one! Yeah, so this is an enemy we can't beat yet.
Hey buddy, I know you want to help, but guarding is probably the best idea.
What more can I do? The prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this. And yet...
I'll distract it. You two run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live.
I respect it.
Oh, we did 3 this time! Well,
No! Please.
good try, man.
Don't be a fool.
We need to save him.
Just run before it.
Oh, fate subtle child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
Oh.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears.
You hear that? We've got character!
At thy command, the time has come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
God damn, dude!
Damn, just ripping out your heart like that? Wait. That doesn't look like
Kano
a normal
call,
heart.
bitch! You stealing my bit?
What is this, his devil trigger?
He's a Pokemon!
Oh my god, that actually does look really sick.
He looks like Puss in Robin Hood!
Amazing. I would have it no other way.
Wait, this was I think one of the people who worked on this was worked on Evangelion!
You didn't mention that.
Shut up, Protag, and get in the goddamn robot!
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
What is happening right now?
Weak HP recovery for one ally.
Wind! Alright, that did the trick.
My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of igniter.
Oh?
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. Being an opponent...
Looks like it mainly attacks with the headwings and blades.
Midas power.
We can target those.
Scour.
That's it. Stay on it.
I will fight with Alright, how's that?
We've got to hit the other spots too.
Other spots? Wait, I can hit more?
Come forth, Royal Soul.
Oh, I can hit more! Are you kidding? Yes!
Wind.
You hit their weakness.
The free seeker. Let's push through.
Wait, what?
Considering the symbolism with this studio... Considering the symbolism with this company, I'm imagining this is a giant reference to Adam and Eve.
Fast enough. It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do. Ick. I can't believe it's eating
Midas power. Scour.
You knocked those apples off? Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that. We don't take out those apples. You know, maybe there's something I can do. Understood.
Oh?
Leave it to me.
Wow. Oh god, the mascot character does something!
Yourself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
My god! At least they're not sitting around like idiots.
The turn sound effect reminds me of Bioshock.
Oh, I could see that.
Suck it, Teddy and Koromaru! Looks like the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
And you even got an apple. Nice. Oh, I see. Your form also has its own little...
True power is born.
Thank you, I'll be here all night.
A wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like the tall, dark, and tan mommy who ended up being the character that gives us this power? Shows up, explains nothing, leaves. Oh, now we can use power. Star,
that would be funny.
Star, meanwhile, is just looking at that. Seriously, what did I miss?
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside, the one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
This game is just one giant Among Us.
Wait, there's more.
I wonder how they knew it was a Lewis.
We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
The mirror lies the prince deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer...
So he's going to be the first boss.
Crown a new king.
Who's Luis?
Is that a real question?
You didn't answer it.
About 15 years ago,
oh, never mind.
A child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was
was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, then this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
Check your ears, old man. He said he wanted in.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Yeah, literally.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
Because I'm the main character?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
There, I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man.
The more I look at Grius, the more it's just his face and his hair. It just reminds me of a red-faced baboon. Considering that a bunch of these characters are like either based off of animals or on some variety, I wouldn't be surprised if he was literally just a guy mixed with a red-faced baboon's features.
Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Oh.
Deadline unknown.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head.
So do it before the funeral then.
But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Oh, we get Grius too.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Honestly, for a starting point, mind you, this is still the prologue.
To get some rest.
Yeah, I know. I'm just still surprised.
This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows.
To be fair, Atlas games are always long, so...
Yeah, but this is this is still the demo.
All we do know,
maybe they'll let you kill Lewis, and then they'll stop?
Maybe. Also, I just realized the mixture with different animal races and the enemies are human. This is just a metaphor for us being animals and the main enemy legitimately being humanity. Which honestly, I am 100% down with.
Damn thing to be found in those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
More about the mission?
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior.
And this is before Twitter and also, you know, technology in general, so we can't just shame him on public.
The man's practically a monster himself.
Gotta get going, too much shit going on right now, and I gotta work tomorrow. Alright, peace.
Damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him.
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
I just have this inkling suspicion that, yeah, if this is as far as I can tell, probably he already knows we're coming. Which I say good. I like a challenge. You've done a fine job delivering that message, Rod. It's finally time for us to act to His Highness. You want to ask about that power, don't you?
Huh?
I had a question on my own. You seem to know a great deal before the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary. And yet, His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness, Princess True and Supple. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible. Never all my life have I witnessed something like that power you used. Tell me, is this some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not but the igniters we were surrounded with, at least. It also has broken the commotion, besides. Incredible. Well, yeah, I had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. What was that power in you, I wonder? We seem to know something about it. Hey, I say we use it or lose it. That said, let's take the rest of the day off. Shut up, perps.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
Ground makes a poor bed.
The ground makes a poor bed.
Well, you're just gonna have to rough it until we're back to the capital. I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's kind of your fault. I don't mind it.
I don't really mind.
That's nice of you to say. Look, I can't fight with you.
Bullshit! You held out in that fucking battle.
Against all this scary stuff. I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you.
Skips over their name.
Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives
Okay,
were
so I
anything
looked
like
it
the
up.
world in your novel.
This demo's kinda
It's just
long.
war after war here.
How
With
long
Magloire,
we're
it's
talking?
fueling the flame, but it's my
Okay,
fantasy.
so it goes over, they say the entire
Enjoy.
prologue, it's about 5 to 6 hours.
Looks like it's gonna be a 2-day. It's gonna be about a 2-day thing. But 6
Yeah.
hours. Wow.
Good night.
And the whole game, it's expected to be at least 100 hours.
Okay. Yeah. I'm getting it when I can. But yeah, most likely this demo might end up ending with killing Louis.
I've been waiting.
I'm just surprised though, like that's really sudden.
Yeah.
If it
You've acquired
does.
the most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one.
Hi, Marilyn Manson.
Fascinating.
God, it looks beautiful.
In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you...
Oh, we're using me up names. I'm Les.
You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas,
Oh no.
it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to.
What? Can't hear you over the chorus, what?
I believe you have found a way to reach
You what?
magic. You need no petty conduit that mortal make.
Say again! Can't hear you!
It is above all a mystic, long
Can you lower down the chorus, please? Please.
Yeah, hang on. Can you shut up? That's better.
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Sure.
Okay.
If it'll get the chorus to shut up.
The bargain is struck then.
The scholar in search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Now let's see what
So there's
manner of
8 in
story
total.
you'll weave.
Huh, Vitruvia Man. Moore is the first of your followers. Oh, that's actually his name. Fuck. How could I get that? How could I ever get that confused? People that support your quest to steadfast allies they can grow closer to. Strengthening your bonds with followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. More is just the first of many. More is just the first of more, so keep an eye out for more.
Or less.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead.
Yeah, how are they gonna have romance be natural in this, regarding this?
Ever closer. 5 days remain.
Oh, I got 5 days.
Even though it's even though what it said it was undisclosed.
Already then. From here
I
on,
think that was
travelers,
before we decided to go on to the,
get back into the capital.
talking about the funeral.
Detected.
Yeah, it was like unknown date for when we had to do it, and then it was like, alright, we gotta get the funeral. Now we got 5 days.
So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action,
Alright. It looks like I got a dip. Sorry.
Alright, no, it's fine. I'll finish the rest up, and then, I don't know, maybe Friday or something I'll do it.
never thought it'd come back to haunt me.
Alright, enjoy.
Despite all
See
my
ya.
training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Alright, guys, it's just you and me.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching.
That's a one I would say.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm aware.
Yes, I get it.
He's just like me. For real, for real.
Right.
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case...
We should take the road... This road should take us to Grand Trod.
Alright.
We'll check for a way around. Next stop, Grand Trod. Gotta go here. Nord Mines a full complex pass. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected.
Don't let your guard.
We'll be going through the Nord Mines. Are you ready?
Good.
We should hurry. The focus is on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
I love the character design just when they're wearing their normal clothes, honestly. Like, honestly, like, yeah, there's one thing I always love about Atlas games is that they have such good character design. Anyway, the mine's interest is just up ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
Did your wounds reopen?
What happened?
No, I'm fine. It's just... I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
This deep in the wilderness, though? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard.
Looking for an opening to escape? Don't forget I have my eye on you.
Look at that!
Hey, look, I'm in the air.
The large bird is known as a corval. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush.
So what now? Like, we need an addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out?
No. We need to keep moving. We're already low on time it is. Besides... Let me guess. You could move much faster if I had died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me?
Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Pushing forward. Stop!
Hold on, there's some wild dogs over there.
Those beasts hunting pucks. We should come at us together. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. We can't give them the chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path now. Why do you hesitate, lad? This is a pack of wild dogs. Barely a moment's worry for someone as such as you.
Of course.
Oh.
Good. They're starting to catch on. Can't let the fear paralyze you. First, take a good look at your foes. Consider, is this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it?
Once you've asserted their strength, prepare for the next move. If they're stronger, proceed with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly.
Luke.
No, soy Hundo. What do you make of it? Weaker. Indeed. You slipped out of death's grip at the force, so this should hardly be a challenge. Press L2 to activate face sight and identify an enemy's strength via their color. Okay, so this is something they did take from what they were doing with Persona 5. Negating a weaker force, clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword. I do admit that the third eye in Persona 5 was a useful ability. I'm kind of glad that they took that for this. Weaker enemies can be defeated quickly with a simple square attack. In addition, being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy will not force you into a squad battle, although the protagonist will still take damage. Okay. If you press L1 when a cursor is over an enemy, you will lock onto that enemy. That enemy will always be in view. Okay.
Give it a shot. We got this.
I see the enemy.
Well, that was awesome.
That's right. One more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up even for a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Use triangle to initiate squad battle on an enemy after completing its break gauge. With square attacks, the battle starts with a great advantage in your favor. Attacked by enemy stronger than you would be forced in a battle where the enemy is on.
So evade the situation and use different methods to fight.
Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Fight with the enemies in your vicinity, then decide whether you're dispatched quickly or jump directly into a...
Okay, so I could just jump directly into it.
Face sight will help you determine your battle approach while staying out of enemy reach. Okay.
I'm counting on you.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting forward with each current threat. You need to make sure that you can defend yourself.
That being the case...
Oh, that sonar. I love it. That's beautiful.
We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
All right, how's that?
Now.
Let's give him a fight.
If you're unhappy with how it's going, you can... Yeah, okay. I'm fine with it, though. Pressing R2.
Vitus power. Scour. A tough one.
Nice.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Still can't level up
I
anybody.
think that's all of them.
That might specifically just be a demo matter then. If I bought the game, I imagine I could. Now.
We have the edge. We end this.
I love that. I love the battle enter animation.
Okay.
Come forth, royal soul. It's still up.
They chose the wrong opponent.
There are some enemies left. Stay sharp. Enemies up ahead.
Hold on. Let's wait for them. Now!
Amazing!
Nice.
Great moves back there.
Not wasting any resources.
No choice but to cut through them.
There they are. Time for some close.
Now!
This is our chance. On forward, and we'll win this.
We're evenly matched. Guess we'd better stay on our toes.
Alright. Let's try melee this time.
You're here?
Take this!
Glorious has this hand.
Oh, your example.
Oh, please!
Scroll's combat
Won't hold back.
Weak to that. Okay.
Well, That about does it.
Honestly, the battle theme is kind of growing on me.
It's all over. We can relax for now.
Everything's pretty standard.
What's this?
What is it?
Haven't you all run this past before? You wouldn't be bandits now, would you? You seem dodgy yourself. You really think I look like a bandit? Oh, hell. At the very least, I suppose you're not crooks. I guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed. What are you doing in such a remote place? Well, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I'm a regular nearby, so I came for business. But the beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assumed a human prepared.
Pardon?
For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, I didn't seem so in the mood. Hey, would you all be interested in buying something? Okay. So you gather medicine and whatnot from traveling merchants. Okay. Good to have one of those on board. Can I sell anything? Wait, can I? Oh, I can sell more, yeah.
Now then.
Alright. Alright. Well, if you found something worth selling, I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods, lots of rubbish, but some materials too. You won't catch me scavenging for it today, though.
Thank you.
I'll stay put until the beast sounds on some. You can find something worth selling, hell, you know where to find me.
I see the enemy. Okay, let's give this all we've got. We'll win this.
3 at once.
Come forth, royal soul. 2 remaining.
Take this.
Only 2 left. Stay sharp.
I will buy this power.
Nice.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Not bad at all. There they are.
Just a bunch of
Charging in.
You should be
Forward.
Fine job.
nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
I see the enemy. Right there.
Now.
We have the edge. I'll give it my all.
I gotta say, the combat actually reminds me a lot of the Tales of series, but it's a lot more engaging.
Come forth.
Like, yeah, you can go ahead and choose to fight all these other enemies, but if they're weaker than you and kind of a waste of your time, honestly, you could just mow right down through them.
Is there another way?
Go on, finish the job. Try hard. Oh, you've done it.
Badly wounded. If anyone can. Scroll can't
By
take
this
it
power.
anymore. Someone
We're not
heal
out of
him.
this yet.
My thanks.
Take this.
Nice.
Candling it here. Let's move.
We made short work of them.
Right up there.
I see the enemy. This is our chance. Forward.
This is our chance.
I won't hold back. Win. Just 2 left.
Keep it up.
Let's stay calm.
Always
Seeker.
come through.
Scour.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this combat.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Don't let your guard down. There's more of them.
Alright, how's that? We have the edge.
This could be our chance.
Let's go. Wind. still up?
Take this!
They chose the wrong opponent.
We made short work of them.
I need to heal.
Hold on.
Hold. The air here has suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded. Even out here, it would seem that the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Or would you rather we come at you? Damn! Awfully sharp for an old gold, ain't ya? He's a goat. The bastards live long enough. Come quick!
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Wind!
What is that? Never seen anything like it. That's not an igniter. Take this. Get ready.
Coming at us!
First, oops, one turn icon.
What's that? I think
I can
something's
take it.
coming! Watch out!
Try hard. Get ready. Damn you.
Oh, mage fire? Oh, they were both using it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. During squad battles, formation will affect the opponent. Those in the front row deal more damage. Melee attacks, but those in the back row deal less damage. Okay. You can change your formation by pressing the key this time.
I'll get some distance. Come forth, royal soul!
Take this.
Like you can switch your formation in battle. That's actually really cool. I like that.
Here they come. Get ready. Blast.
What's that?
Seeker!
I think something's coming! Watch out!
Take this.
Something's coming. Not anymore. Not today. Are they the soldiers from the fort? They survived? No, that couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
That's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized a pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this point.
Let's hurry.
In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
All right.
Here we are. It looks so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned. Aye. The Crown Theocracy orders it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches within.
Hey.
Probably trade some illegal miners for the armed detachments or soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry aside?
Indeed.
No, I'm wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it.
So?
Now we can save. Last night's incident wiped out the entire fort's garrison. Surely they lacked the manpower needed to search for deserters. Somehow we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of our mission, it'd be best if they considered us dead. Let's push through this mine while we still can. So it wasn't just my imagination. To think we were being fooled this whole time. Like Garea said, something's off. And that human came out of nowhere and wiped all the soldiers to the last. And again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere. But if that's the case. No, it couldn't be.
What is it?
Call me surprised. Don't think there'd be mothers with business in an abandoned mine. Well, why come here of all places? Is there someone you know inside? We're just passing through. Of course, lad. This would be the shortest route to get to the other side of the mountains. Haven't you heard? This place was abandoned, but a few blokes stayed behind to do some less than legal mining. One of them is an old friend of mine. I saw the stones he digs up. Not enough about that. Sure, we met for a reason, so if there's something you need, allow me to accommodate you. Anything to sell? Yep.
Now then. Thank you.
Thank you kindly. Come back anytime. There's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safe around them? They are not. Most of them are the same miners who worked here for the Croja. Besides, it'd be against their interest to cause a scene and risk the crown theocracy coming down to the... It'd be against their best interest to cause a scene and risk the crown theocracy coming down in this place, right?
Then...
Oh, sounds like it won't be a problem then. Are you ready?
Let's go.
If our pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste.
However,
stay quiet. Are you sure there's still people working here? That disquieting stillness you feel? Those are your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, then it's likely.
Stop!
Halt, deserters!
Don't you dare!
You're trapped like rats now! Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully! As I thought, we walked right into an ambush. They've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now! It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run. If you don't comply, and the miners will pay their price for your insolence.
wait.
This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human... Oh yes, we're all aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. My orders are to let no one survive. It appears we've stepped right into a whole damn conspiracy. We have no choice. We fight our way through. Here they come. Stop them here and now.
See the enemy.
Okay.
What are you doing? I can't believe this.
Yep, we're safe here. It's all clear. Look.
Over there, someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you.
Ah, I didn't need to talk.
I didn't see no deserters. Please. Don't kill me.
Life is gone from his eyes.
What? Why?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us.
The commander.
Oh, come on, let's move. Stop right there!
I see the enemy.
I can't believe this. This is bad. They're onto us.
Everything's pretty standard. Yep, we're... No way.
Isn't that... Just as I thought, it all makes sense now. It appears that we're expected. Yep, there's the commander.
I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard!
You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Instilling fear and promoting order.
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
Instilling fear and promoting order.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Well, that's a plot twist.
Stay back!
Help me!
Ugh. You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
Oh, he's getting his own power?
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler.
What's that gonna look like, I wonder?
Thou to choose thy path, O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Awaken.
What?
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Haliatus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand!
Fucking go off, King. So I'm getting the idea that all these people that are getting these power are King's candidates.
Come! I will show you a world with honor!
Hey, Siegfried!
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that. This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it. Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, Steel your defenses and endure it.
I didn't want to interrupt it, but the fact that of the noble, like, commander having, like, purple flames and aura around him, that's a good detail, because I think purple in Japanese culture is a signification of royalty and nobility. I like that. Oh, now I can control him.
The freedom, come forth, royal soul. Maybe not. Seeker! Wind!
We gotta take out the shielders.
No holding back. I'll cut you down.
The Seeker! Scour!
Take this.
Let me guess, he's gonna hide behind more people? Ow.
Oh, please.
Yeah, so I can... Okay.
No idea who your savior is. Die!
Alright, let's do some damage to him.
The Seeker!
My thanks.
Take this.
Nice.
Not like they could get you with that.
Warrior. Hack and slash.
I do like that the little stars above are showcasing how many strings you get.
Go on, finish the job.
His defense is back to normal.
Die! Die! You! Die!
Take him down. Nice! Got him with a crit, too.
Not bad.
Now I can level him up.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Impossible!
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm starting to see the theme here. These are guys that essentially are best suited for the throne. So in its own way, I think this might end up being a story around a bunch of king's candidates and seeing who's really worthy.
I'm Leon Strong. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
Hey, we're brothers in arms.
We're brothers in arms, my friend.
Brothers in... yes. I'll do my best to deserve that honor. Now, onward.
The proud noble, strong. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him.
Surprised this didn't happen
and a new
earlier.
Power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond.
Together we stand.
You now study the warrior.
Feel struck by inspiration and find a new way to harness his power. I can sense a heroic embodiment of the warrior from the stroll. Alright.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean? Huh? Wait, what? Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
More or less.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up. I still can't hear you over the fucking chorus!
And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always. But now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
I guess so.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, come on! I thought we were a team! We have each other's backs, don't we?
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here.
The heroic embodiment of the mage from Galga.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Rias could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
What I'm about to show you is a lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I've yet to see, so it's far from complete. Each of you has your own chart. You will use these charts in the assigning of the archetypes.
Now then.
Firstly, let us consider the one-eyed warrior who yet bears no archetype. Open Girius' lineage chart, please.
This here.
This is the chart that shows us the power and connection of the archetypes. You can gain a new archetype by selecting one here and studying its powers. To study, you will need Magla, the source of all magic. But simply drawing from the Magla within yourself will put too much of a heavy burden on you. What this means is you will need to gather mag from your other battles and other sources. Keep that in mind as you travel. Each character study archetypes. 3. Studying archetypes mag. Okay. As a character has studied an archetype, you can use the main name.
That means...
To learn is to change oneself, they say. Here, you may achieve that through the study of the archetypes and their deepest secrets. Now I'd like you to choose an archetype from among these. What about Geras?
This power.
Speaker. That voice. Can't remember. Seeker. I want more for myself.
I see. I see.
Let's try it on myself first.
This right here.
This is the archetype you now use yourself, taking a balanced approach to combat, wielding the power of wind as well as healing support abilities. Defensive abilities pale compared to more specialized archetypes. Even so, it's a versatile power that lacks any major weaknesses.
Alright.
500 mag is required to show the Seeker. I have one. Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, these are my trust.
Of course.
So be it. Following you and the man called Strel, another worthy wielder of archetypes joins your ranks. In this sanctum, I shall speak to the heart of the man with the eye patch Geras. He was resolved and led a new trial. Trippy. A worthy heart, if thou ready. So...
What did you say?
This is the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe it's in my grasp.
I see. This could be useful.
Okay, so you can do it without needing a story cutscene. Okay.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
So now I get how this works.
Of course.
Leave it to me. I didn't think I could grow anymore.
Yeah. Can he change from one to... Oh, he can! That's nice, I like that. So they're not just bound to one particular archetype. They have multiple. That's really nice, I like that. Okay.
What now?
My young friend, you are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, and let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I told them, too, about the term archetype and the gist of what I learned.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
Ah.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Look!
What's up?
Hey, more. You don't see anything? I don't sense anything off. What are you on about? So, no one really else sees him? Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Oi, you lot alright?
Pardon?
I saw a dead miner, I assumed there would have been some accident. But looking at it now, that isn't the case at all. And are you okay? Aye, I'm still in one piece. I didn't run into monsters either.
Is that true?
How'd you get in unharmed? I'm certain the entrance and the exit was sealed off by soldiers. Soldiers? I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fellow who looked like some kind of general. You mean Claire? But we splayed him out over there.
Huh?
What? He's gone.
Damn it.
Damn. We must go after him. It would be bad for us if he returns with reinforcements.
No.
Leave him be. He has no one else left, I wager. He was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Ruiz as anything but disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be, at least for now. Not like he can go back to the military either, after what he said to us. I have no idea what this is all about, but I'm relieved. As I was worried everyone would still be dead in here. I'm going to be around for a while, so if you need anything, you know who to ask. Dragons in the Galaxy can see more in distant towns, interact with okay.
What now?
Loving this UI. Let's take a real good look at it. Oh, I love that. That's nice, I love it. Oh my god, this is so cool, I love it. Okay, I think that's good. Whew. I gotta say, definitely Metaphor ReFantazio. Cut back to how long ago when I was talking about how many people who were fans of Persona and whatnot were disappointed about this game not having romance. I gotta say, as someone who's playing it for almost 3 hours now, if not 3 hours, yeah, this game is honestly, like, I kinda see what Yokotaro was saying. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Next time I run this game, hopefully we'll be able to finish it off. Yeah, that's gonna do it for right now. So we're gonna take care. Until next time. Support me on Kara. Check me out on twitch.tv/cafeon for more multiplayer stuff. Check me out on YouTube, I guess, and whatnot on my content. Support me at ko-fi.com/Sozo-sha.
And check out my Artstation in my portfolio. So take care. Peace.
Okay, busy, my head is spinning, feel dizzy, like ring around. Ain't feeling rosy, wanna see the homies, but I'm leaving home and never stick around. Always on the move, bags packed, grab snacks, fast track, lift off. But I crash fast, gas tanks, ran past that last strip drop, like, woo. Need a day to just catch my breath, feeling drained, I wanna get some rest. Sleep too long on these few times, but each new dawn I miss my bed. Serious about commas, but a period's what I want. Really missing the comma, full freedom, missing all qualms, yeah. What? As it turns out, I'm getting burnt out. Yeah. Not sure that this route will really work out. It's getting to my head. A recess to reassess, a furlough to lay low. Some respite to get by so the workload won't take hold. No, I don't wanna take off, no. I just need a day off.
I can feel it changing.